All right, so you're probably wondering how I'm going to get this work with this Speedmaster throttle body. And in my other video, I explained that this is off of a Ford Mustang. And this is just a cheap online sensor. This is, got it from eBay. I think it was like 13, 15 bucks, something like that, shipped. So at any rate, so how am I going to get this to work with this throttle? There's a throttle shaft I have to work with. And this one has these two nipples here. So if I go to put this on, it kind of hovers a good 2-3 millimeters, right? So what I'm going to do is, well, first I found out that it's actually holding up on these tabs, these nipples here, and it's hitting the ledge here. All right, so to get this to work with this, I'm going to use a blue dry erase marker. And I'm using blue because that's just easier for the human eye to see, okay? Blue's, if you want to find something, paint it blue. So I'm just going to kind of paint that ledge there. And when that dries, what it's going to do is, as soon as it touches another surface, it'll rub off. And when you install these, you don't want it to be closed throttle, closed here. What you want is to have it a little bit clocked to where when the throttle's closed all the way up against the stop, this has a little bit of room for air. So what you want to do is hover this on that throttle shaft there. Don't touch it yet. And you want to line up the holes. Since the throttle, as viewed from the passenger side, opens counterclockwise, what you want to do is you want to clock this throttle position counterclockwise just a tad. Why counterclockwise? Because when you go to install it and you have to line them, you got to line them bolt holes up again, you got to clock this clockwise for them to line up. What that's going to do is it's going to open this a little bit, so you're off that rest inside the TPS. So I'm just going to line the holes up first, clock it off one way, just a little bit, and set it down, and just kind of scribe it a little, just kind of make sure you got contact, press down, move back and forth, and lift up. Now you know where to grind just a little bit off the throttle shaft here. And then grind a little bit off here. Just enough to catch the sensor, so when the sensor's on, it'll grab onto that throttle shaft. I think Speedmaster wants $70 for a TPS that'll work with this, and another $20 on shipping, so $100 for a TPS sensor. When you got right here total invested with even the connectors, so I'll get rid of this connector and I'll cut the terminals off and I'll use these pin terminals. These pin terminals right here, I'll crimp them onto the wires and then install them into the connector. That'll just plug right into the stock TPS harness for the Terminator X. So it'll be plug and play after I do that. So that's what I did.
That was a great number. I don't care what you say.
I thought it was dumb.
Maybe you're right.